guys, it's Robin, and today I'm reviewing a book called The Familiars by Adam J. Epstein and Andrew Jacobson. This book was recommended to me by my friends Presley and her dad at ActOutGames. It's part of the ActOutGames book club. Anybody can join in. You can read and leave your comments about the book. It's for people of all ages. If you're a fan of, I guess, youth literature, young adult literature, you might want to join in. So The Familiars. It says right here on the cover, magic isn't just for wizards anymore, because this is a book about a cat. And I don't know if you guys know this about me. I don't like cats. I'm more of a, where's my dog? A dog person. I'm sorry, the light in here is so bad, and my camera is really crooked, but, you know, so profesh. I'm not a big fan of cats. I like one cat, Spat. He is my buddy, even though I can't pet him because I am terribly allergic to cats. Long story, but this guy is a really cool cat. His name is Aldwin, and he is a street cat. And he lives in a land called Vastia. And he accidentally stumbles into, like, he's on the run and stumbles into a sorcerer's, not a sorcerer's shop, but like a pet store for wizards. And he ends up getting adopted by a young wizard. And then his adventure, his life begins to change and all this awesome stuff happens. And it is a really fun book. I really love the characters. There's Aldwin and there's two other familiars, Skylar and Gil. Skylar and Gil are the familiars of the other two wizards who are training with Aldwin's friend, I forgot what you call them, Loyals? Jack, right? I'm trying to remember everybody's names. Lots of characters, and I'm not the best at remembering them. So there's these three animals, and they're great characters, and they did a great job of just giving them awesome personalities. Gil is kind of goofy, and Skylar's kind of a know-it-all, and Aldwin is like a really, like, I don't know, he's just a cool dude. And they have to team together and get things done. I don't want to give a lot away, but so they're pets who some pets in this world have magic, and it's very cool. And Aldwin is pretending to be a pet who has magic, which is also leads to some very funny situations. And like I said, I don't want to give a lot away, but it is a great story, and I'm so glad I read it. If you like Harry Potter or Percy Jackson, you probably like these books as well. I think this might be geared towards a little bit of a younger audience, but it was a really easy read, 180 pages. I read it in just a couple days, like here and there. Super fun, great writing. I was hooked from like the first line, and let me tell you, like I said, I don't like cats, but there's Penny. It was very enjoyable. And I like the world, the way, I like the world that they created. There's all kinds of magical creatures and wizards and witches running around and causing trouble, and there's lots of cool stuff like that going on in Vastia, and it seems very interesting. There are 4 other books in this series, and Presley has said that book 4 is her favorite book ever, so I'm very curious about that, because we have a lot in common when it comes to books, because she also loves Harry Potter and Percy Jackson like I do. So I will have to check out the rest of the series. But they set up some interesting questions in this book that I really want to know about. Like, where exactly did Aldwin come from? Who were his parents? He keeps having like these flashbacks, which are really interesting. There's also some really cute illustrations. And like I said, I'm just really happy I read it. Presley and her dad are going to be having a chat, I think, on Sunday coming up. So I'm going to try to post this before then. And they're going to have like a live Google Hangout thing going on. And they asked people who read the book to post a review, so that's what I'm doing here, because it was awesome. Thank you guys so much for recommending this book. I really, really enjoyed it, and I can't wait to read more about Aldwin and his friends. I highly recommend The Familiars. You can get it on ebook. I read it here on my Nook. You can get the regular book. You can get it, I believe there's audiobooks. It is a really fun story, especially if you miss Harry Potter and you want to read something different. But similar kind of magical fantasy stuff. Thanks again for watching. I hope you guys will like this video and subscribe. And let me know what you're reading too. We'll see you again soon. Bye!